the day, thinking how you changed me in every way. My life is full because of you. It is night and my eyes, they grow weary, tired by the light. I am lulled to sleep by the sound of your voice. Your sweet, sweet
Gentlemen
voice.
in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to a very special day, a very historic day. Okay, it's already happened on the equities market. The highest daily candle close ever on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Highest monthly candle close ever on the NASDAQ. Highest quarterly candle ever confirmed today, and the highest bi-yearly candle. So that's it. Tomorrow will be the first day of the second half of the year. And so what we want to pay attention to is the algorithms, the bots. A lot of times you get allocation, reallocation, you get rotations after days like today. So we want to keep our eye on, what changes now. Like Nvidia last year, I think when the bi-yearly candle concluded, it was like the switch flipped and the sell-off began almost within the first week of the new month, new bi-yearly, new quarter. So we'll take a gander at everything because it was a big day today, but we have more history upon us, hopefully, in 48 minutes, where it is now going to be crypto's time for that monthly, quarterly, bi-yearly candle close. All right, so let's get into it. So we always kind of start these streams with Bitcoin just because we believe in it fundamentally, even if it's not got an edge or anything. We are in 4K right now, so if you're not watching in 4K, go ahead and hit that cog wheel and hit that 2160p or whatever it is. All right, Bitcoin today working on a bearish engulfing candle. Just after yesterday being the highest daily candle close confirmed since June 11th, today, right at the old all-time high from December 17th. Reversing after failing to even test the supply line of the channel we are contained within, after failing to test the old all-time high from January 20th, the inauguration day. There's just too much resistance, too much adversity to get too excited yet on Bitcoin, because all these levels have to break, including the local highs from June 9th, local high from May 22nd. That's a lot of work, and they're just kind of floating on up, and we're not really going anywhere that would give us some sort of technical event. The technical event today is failing to break the old all-time high from December 17th of last year. That's it. All right. We had XRP with a booming rally, but it's all giving it back already. This is crypto, man. Nothing sustains. Altcoin rallies don't really sustain. There's something dysfunctional in this space. I don't think there's enough liquidity at all anymore. It's really unfortunate. I mean, a 4% rally, 5% never holds. So, do the trends really exist in crypto anymore? They don't. There's no trend. Outside of like 1 or 2 or 5, out of 36 million, there's not really an established trend right now. And you're not able to see higher highs, higher lows consecutively. It's a bad market conditions for crypto collectively. And Bitcoin, adding fuel to the fire with just being sideways for 6+ weeks now. So, all right, we can look at the daily. We'll look at we know the weekly closed yesterday, but let's look at that monthly now that will be closing in 45 minutes. It's beautiful, man. It's a different world from crypto. Crypto is not Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not crypto. Bitcoin is Bitcoin, okay? Crypto is everything that is not Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, phenomenal monthly. 45 minutes till the highest monthly candle close in the history of humanity. Okay, cut with Hendel, measure move, still 121,000. Who knows if we'll get there or how long it will take for us to get there. Really got to take out the December and January highs for real. We just can't do it yet. And unfortunately, we've never seen price discovery on Bitcoin in the past 13 years in the month of July. It's never happened. So you'd be bucking seasonality. You'd be bucking the history if somehow we did go into price discovery in July. I hope it happens, man. It was the first time ever. Could happen, sure. I'm never one to, rule it out, but it's not very probable if you care about history. So that would just mean like, all right, Bitcoin can't break 109,358. And we sell off here, you know, and then we go sideways for another few months, and hopefully Q4 is amazing. If we're not able to break out in July. So that's it. That's your monthly. You know, hopefully you're here to witness it in 44 minutes. We have I think the 3-day candle closed yesterday, and it's still just no breakout. Who cares about 3-day? Let's look at the quarterly candle. It will be historic. It is a massive bullish engulfing candle. We have not even come close to closing the quarterly this high. Where the old all-time high that's about to get taken out, 93,475. So this is going to be the first quarterly candle close above $100,000, and it just happens to be 107. So I would say that's pretty good, man. That is smashing history. So, okay, the next quarter occurs, right? New candle in 43 minutes here. Oh my God, even if it goes to like 93K and pivots and rallies later, it doesn't even matter on this time scale. It's so overwhelmingly bullish and good. Pullbacks here don't matter. Too significant a time scale. They would have to be taking this thing below like $74,000 for things to get weird on the quarterly chart. That shows how powerful and bullish Bitcoin's been here. All right, phenomenal. And here it is, the bi-yearly candle that will also be concluding in 42 minutes and change. Obviously going to be the highest bi-yearly candle ever. The old all-time high, which was in July 2024, was 93,285. So it's going to be the first bi-yearly candle close ever above $100,000. That's just great, man. And look at this. I mean, since January 2023, every single 6 months has been a higher close than the previous one. That's just incredible. Just so powerful. It all started with that 3 rising valleys, late 2023. Now it was a random reversal at 15.5. There was a back test of an old level, which is fine. But talking about like structures and stuff, the best structure that really kept this thing going, I think, was that 3 rising valleys, October 2023, and then the ETF rumor stuff happened after that. Anyway, this is it, man. This is what we're all congregated here for today. It's a very special day. It happens twice a year. We get a day like this, so special. Okay, so we're going to be able to do that with other assets. Let's just shift it. I know people are going to want to see Ethereum. We're going to look at those other ones, but let's just, get some hype in the chat for the S&P 500. Highest price in history, highest daily close in history, highest month ever. I mean, that's it, man. Like, look at this. Concluded today. 617.85, 61.78 on the SPX. History, man. Quarterly. Same thing. What a godlike quarter. That is just ridiculous. From the lowest low to the highest high, from the valley to the peak, 27.83% rally. Unheard of. Okay, never happens. It's so insane. Mega bullish engulfing candle. Back test of the old demand line after the money printing, which is why, we have a different angle of ascent than going back to 2009. The money printer went so burr that the mean of the trend, I think, steepened. Wow, and pretty much closed at the highs, right? Let's go to the bi-yearly, the 6-month candle. Unreal. Just freakish. Since July 2022, green candles. Just, wow. Beautiful. We could do the same thing with the other index funds. Dow Jones, not going to be as freaking crazy, but Look, that is, I mean, this just has to be like a collective Jesus chimes for all the history that was inked permanently today. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average hit the 88% retrace from the previous high to low. So you're at that potential reaction area. There's a lot of unfilled gaps below us. And on the new month, new quarter, new bi-yearly candle, we could see like completely different price action than what we've been getting. That's how it happens. So just let's pay attention to that. Be cautious. So we do have ourselves a little bat pattern now. That the S&P and NASDAQ it completely just smashed through like it was nothing. And I'll just show you, maybe we get the same type of invalidation or just falling on deaf ear. There it is, right? You got a bearish bat at the 886. This is where you react or you pause. We'll see what happens, all right? Dow Jones trying to play catch up. Not at all-time highs at all. And so we can go to the monthly here. Good God, dude. Well, the tweezer top played its role. It did well. Tweezer top, triple tweezer, my God. And then we had the massive drawdown after. And so, yeah, money printer go burr, you know, same type of steepened demand line here. Going back to 2009, then 2020, money printer go burr. They held it, defended it, and now look at us, bullish hammer, kind of bullish engulfing candle in May, and now some follow through. So now it's like, all right, are we going to go test the highs? Are we going to go break that tweezer? You're almost there. Super strong. What a trend. And then let's go to the quarterly. Was not history, but it was the highest quarterly candle in the history of Dow Jones. So, wow. You got it, man. We got the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, not the Russell 2000, unfortunately. But the 3 of the 4 index funds, highest quarterly candles ever, and 3 of the 4 index funds, highest bi-yearly candles ever. Godlike. Just here with you, looking at this. Let's see what happens on the new month, new quarter, new bi-yearly. All right, now let's go to the NASDAQ now, which, you know, no surprise here. Highest daily close ever, highest price ever on the daily, highest monthly close, you know, highest everything ever. That's today. Highest everything ever of all time. Yeah, this one's crazy because it's like you have like a curved line because it's such a good performer. What a freaking pin bar. I mean, the Spider didn't have this, nor did the Dow Jones. Dow Jones was at a red hammer, but this is like a true, undeniable pin bar that follow through. And here you are, highest monthly close, highest monthly price and close ever. Sky's the limit. I mean, like, what would it be? If they continued this, what would the Fibonacci be? 21,689 from the highest point to the lowest point of that tariff correction. 21,689, 22,461, and the golden mean ratio now would be 23,569. Let's see if we go into true price discovery or it was a fake out, a new quarter, a new bi-yearly, and it's not so much. We reverse and it's bamboozling. So you just never know. This is when the bots can freak out. They can reallocate. You know, fund managers are like, okay, this quarter's over, this bi-yearly is over. All right, let's rotate our capital from one really outperforming asset into like something that's been lagging behind. We really want to be paying attention to those characteristics. All right, going forward, all of us. Okay, hype in the chat. All right, let's look at the 3-month real quick. What a mega bullish engulfing candle, all-time high quarter. Let's freaking go, dude. And then the bi-yearly, of course. Phenomenal. I mean, I just hope it's not a green hanging man. Oh God, I would want to vomit if this somehow turned into a reversal. Oh, dude, no way. Please don't do it. Do not do it to us. But that is just unstoppable since January 2023. Amazing, man. Okay. So we can look at the, Russell 2000. We can look at the RUD, or we can look at the IWM, whatever. We'll do it. It was the, highest, actually, technically, highest daily candle close confirmed since February 26th. So we have multi-month highs, closed right around that 200 moving average, and we're broken out. Like, you're above 213, 209. So typically, if that's a real breakout, then you got a 230 target, 234. So let's see, though. It's a new month, new quarter, new bi-yearly candle, so there could be new price action. Let's pay attention. All right, so it wasn't just index funds and crypto soon. We got 34 minutes and change till crypto concludes its candles. You got commodities, too. Let's check out how was gold. How did gold's monthly close? Wow, man, just remember the old cup with handle on golds. Unstoppable. A lot of sideways, though, right? For, you've had intra-month big rallies, but they pulled it back, and traders have been settling up pretty much at the old all-time high from April. So that's where we are. So this is a new monthly candle we are watching on gold. You're probably gonna have ups and downs here. So it's just a long in the tooth rally with no pullbacks at all. Hard to think it's gonna outperform U.S. equities going forward, at least for the next 6 months. But I guess we'll see. What happened with Texas? Texas just made it to where you can use gold and silver for just everyday transactions now. I don't know. Can you, if you're in Texas, can you pay your gas bill and your energy bills with gold now? Maybe you just mail it in. I don't know how it works, but that's pretty cool what they're doing. So, all right, monthly and then quarterly. Highest quarterly candle in human history, of course. Just phenomenal. And that's it, right? We knew that was coming. Gold there was no denying that. And here's your bi-yearly candle. Think about that. In 6 months, in one candle, gold appreciated nearly 26%. On the close, it was up 30% intra candle. Still visible cup with Hendelman. You want talk about freaking hammers. Wow, that's nice. So there you have it, man. History. We'll look at silver too, just real quick. Here's your unreal, man. There's your. Let's just start out with the 6 month. Kind of you have a break. Oh my God, chat. Do you unreal? Silver, highest bi-yearly candle in human history, eclipsing the old all-time high from January 2011. Bullish engulfing candle, breakout. Next big target, if it's real. I mean, they pull it back 34, but who cares, right? It's going to have up and down, it's going to have wicks and all that. But if this thing was to accelerate or continue here, you got a $48 to $50 target. We got history, chat, on Silva's bi-yearly. I don't think it's the same, though, on the quarterly. It was so close. It was a silver medal. Silver medal for the second highest quarterly candle close in the history of Silva. Very nice, though. And then the monthly, which is where we had identified that rising three methods. That was the highest monthly candle close confirmed since August 2011. So the trend is your friend, and it's certainly been higher highs, higher lows. If you give it enough time, phenomenal. All right, your metal's doing things. So I guess if you want to, we can, oh my God, dude. And here's the thing about silver on the daily, like it's there, right? That head and shoulders, potential head and shoulders. It's not real. Hard to trust it because the trend's so good. We don't have to care about trusting it. We just know like it becomes confirmed as an actual structure when it breaks $35, 35.40. Then yeah, okay, 34.47. But we're talking about this thing could play out 100% measured move and still be the highest low like put in of the entire uptrend on silver. So whether it plays out or not, it's going to be inconsequential for long-term holders, I think. Hey, it's Oregon JB's dad, man. Hey.
Oregon JB's dad. Tip $25. Awesome/NYSE. I've watched for a few years and my son is all in on the education you and Scott provide. Couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity you have provided him. He is putting in the work, I can tell you that. His chart.
Wow. So I'm pulling that up real quick. Oregon JB's dad, thank you so much for the 25, contributing to this 100% crowdsourced community. Never accepted a dime from any entity to promote to you. No affiliate marketing links, nothing, just y'all. If it's not y'all, it's no one. And I'll be all right, you know, it'll be fine. But I'm grateful for, you know, getting the chance to be here to in some way provide value to your life, your son's life, and everyone else's life that's here. And, you know, I never curse on stream because I know that if I'm to curse on stream at all, it will prevent me from having, you know, if you have kids and you're watching the stream like on the TV and I'm cursing like a sailor, I'm being crass, talking nasty, you know, jokes and all that, then like, you know, your wife's going to be in the kitchen, like listening, be like, why you can't listen to that while our son's in the room, our daughter's in the room. So it's like, that was like a big part of like why I don't do it. Cause you know, education centric stream, you can't have, I mean, you can have the education and you can have the cursing, but you can't have the education and instilling the education to a younger audience or possibly an older audience, cause they don't even put up with it. So, yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you. And, thanks for giving me a chance. All right. Okay, yeah, we will look at that though. Let's just get through because we got history going on right now. Let's take a gander at. Let's go back to crypto. Let's look at Ethereum. It's not impressive. It's up. It's back in the little channel. I don't see anything really great about it. It could continue to rally with no forms of confirmation at all. I guess like if you had to be some sort of Ethereum moon boy, just have a stop loss below like 2365. I'm telling you, just protect yourself. You don't want to own Ethereum below that level. But if you're just like, bro, we've recaptured it. They're holding it and confirming it as support again for days, almost a whole week. Okay, if you're gonna go that route, just protect yourself, okay? Because you know the implications of losing 2,400 straight down to 2,100. So it almost looked like that was coming anyway a few days ago, but then Bitcoin kind of rallied for a second time. And if you look above my head, that rally for a second time was a slightly higher high locally, which could be a one high and now the second high, a confirmation high. Not great, man. And you can see they have failed to really capture 108, 107.9. They failed again once and twice. So we got a new quarter coming. We could have just some short-term price action, the downside with the bots, reallocation of funds. So just pay attention, all right? It's not great to fail, not once but twice, right? They tried to break through the black gate to Mordor once. Okay, they got their second win. They tried again. Shoot, dude, the orcs have repelled the, you know, humans, elves, and dwarves for the second time. Ugh, not fun. So if that what we are witnessing on Bitcoin 4 hour, if you know, you just do the crypto math, if like Bitcoin does confirm a top and we do lose 107, 106.9 and we start drawing down to like somehow maybe we make a higher low somewhere, but you can see straight down, up, down, up, down, up. There's not much here of liquidity till 103. If we lose this and really start selling off, Ethereum's just no way it's going to hold 2,400. And even still, if you were the swing trader and you really cared about having an edge and having maximum risk management, max upsides, the best chance, you do want a second test. You want to see favorable price action correlation for the second time at 2,100. not one, because no one knows here. If you come down and you hold it, or they lose it and they recapture it, and then we get positive price action, then it's like, oh, this is a way better setup. We got a way bigger chance of a more resounding rally if we come and retest it for the second time, despite what happens. Okay, just saying. Are we on the same page, chat? I haven't even read any chat. I'm sorry. We've just been going, right? I'm trying to provide the value. I don't know why everyone's name's effed up. I have no idea. It's not like that on other streams. I had no clue what happened. I didn't do anything. Chip Flipper, he curses enough at home. There you go, dude. There you go, man. Sorry, just looking through. I mean, everyone's name's different. I can see like Paris, Fort Morgan, but like, you know, some names are different. Echo Leaf, what's up, dude? What's up, Brad? What's up, Mr. HVAC? DJ Rayo. Loot Patient, what's up, dude? Wayne Batson, Casey. Risk It. Yeah, Hood went nuts. We'll look at Hoods, okay? Hood just melting up. Like, you talk about harmonic dud. It was never, that wasn't even a harmonic ever, right? You can paint these W's. If they don't pause or react at the 886 or the 113s, they're nothing. They didn't mean anything. They weren't a pattern at all. So that's the misconception people get about W shapes and M shapes. There must be price action correlation to the price reversal zone. If there is none, it's nothing. Nothing. It happened to someone else, Crypto Libraries chat. We'll see. Can you find out in their chat if there's something you can do to fix it or change it? I don't know, man. It's stupid. Like, they just screwed it all up. All right. Anyway, so we'll look at Ethereum. It really doesn't matter. Monthly, nothing burger. Who cares? I like the bullish engulfing candle last month, a 41% candle. I like the indecision candle this month, but it doesn't mean anything. Hopefully, if we pull back and we go back, think about what would happen. Like, if we go for that confirmation low on the monthly, we go back to 2100, and then we rally, you know, with maybe being able to take along with the strategic stop loss and all that, and the wick ends up going, and then we engulf and we go way higher. That's what we would probably hope for on the monthly. Go back to 2100, go back, test the level, not for the one time, but the second time. This is what happened one time and then two times before the bigger rally occurred. So I would probably just hope for that as the swing trader. If you're a moon boy, FOMO, let's just go now. But that, you don't have an edge. You don't know. You're just flipping coins, man. Your monthly, your quarterly is about to close. 21 minutes, nothing special. They're just defending. As you can see, the old 2 cycles ago, all-time high, the price rivaled that at the nadir, at the lowest point, and just, it's pathetic, actually. But cool, you know. Bids came in there and rallied resoundingly off of it, but no Japanese candlestick reversal or anything, just above support. To lose that is just like, wow, how? Might as well wrap it up, you know. All right, and here's the bi-yearly candle. Nothing spectacular, just a bounce. You can see it. 2 cycle ago top, the low. I mean, it is cool to see that Ethereum off that support resistance rallied 75%. What? Yeah, that's real. 75% rally recovery in 6 months, but still down 25% from the last bi-yearly candle. Pretty lame. Ugh. Okay, we can look at XRP. I mean, dude, again, it's like, what was the point of even rallying, you know, if you're just gonna give it all back? It's just, this is the problem with crypto, man. There's no sustainable rallies. There's not things you can like, oh, let's strategize the type 2 return of an M shape that developed over 300 plus days, 200 days, and let's just be long on it and like reap the rewards of that structure. Nah, man, they're not letting anything route. There's not enough demand on anything, no liquidity. So you're just better off owning equities, swing trading equities. It's been that way the entire year for the most part. So it's like, okay, we were gonna, nah, you're not doing anything, right? You're just running up and testing the same high you tested June 10th, June 16th, now June 30th. It's just like pathetic. Same high April 28th. Not much to say. It was a good start, and then they, dude, why is this little fly show up when I'm live? Oh, and I can't kill it because it just disappears anytime I swat at it. Okay, that's just, you know, it was better earlier, and now it's like, of course, it's up 1.69%. Pathetic. You're never, like, they don't let you get 20%, 10% candles anymore. It's just not a thing. I don't know what to tell you. I really do think, as a swing trader, it's been this way all year. You're just better off not participating. The moves, they take away the moves. Like the rally, they're gone. Nope. Oh, you think you're going to do? Nope. Not happening, dude. So, either way, we can look at the monthly. I mean, believe it or not, you can't believe it, but XRP about to have the second highest monthly candle close in history, I think. I don't even know. Maybe there's another chart with more data or something. I can't even. Yeah, still true. Still real life. Look at this. And that's what's very interesting about, you know, XRP on the monthly. The old candle high close, December 2017. We won't forget. How to buy Ripple. How to sell Ripple. Oh, CNBC. Get wrecked. That level's just been constantly defended since February as support. It was resistance, now support. And again, highest ever was $3.03, and then the second highest ever is going to be right now. It's going to be 224 and change. Crazy. Silver medal for XRP's monthly. Let's look at the quarterly. We got history. Unbelievable. 3 months or 3 quarters in a row, XRP will be closing at its highest level ever. That's you know, a year and what is that? 9 months. History 369. Unbelievable. Wow. There are not many, if barely any. I don't think there are any outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum that are going to be making the highest quarterly candle closes ever in 17 minutes. Hopefully we're all here for that historic moment. Thanks for the nearly 600 people here. We got 171 likes. Maybe we could up the likes, the likeage, just for the history. Maybe not. It's fine. Whatever. Got more storms behind me, but I don't think we're going to get any lightning. Okay, 6 month? Well, you know it's going to be history here. Yep, I mean, last 6 months, it was history. It was the highest close ever, and we're doing it again. Never before in history have we closed this high on the bi-yearly candle. So Bitcoin and XRP are going to be baptized in the highest candles ever, and then not Ethereum at all. Let's go to Solana, not at all. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like Solana, it's rallying, and it's like it hits resistance, it's gone. Just completely wipes it out. Only at 1.2%. It was up 5% earlier. Okay, cool daily. Going for the highest daily candle close since June 11th. Meh. Not even 1 month highs like all the others. Ugh. Let's go to the monthly. Nothing burger. This big nothing burger here. Ugh. At least it's only down less than 1% on the month when it was tragic for a while. Nothing really to look at here. 3 months. The quarterly. Nah. Nothing spectacular. They're just holding 123. Okay, fine. Okay. And then the 6 month. Well, you know what's kind of crazy? Solana going for the third highest bi-yearly candle close ever. I guess that's okay. Right? Meh. All right. Cool story, bro. Let's go to BNB. So it takes a minute to get through all the time scales on all the assets, right? It's like I'm like 40 minutes into stream, and it's like, dang, dude, did the index funds, gold and silver, Bitcoin, and now trying to get through these bigger market cap altcoins. Takes time. All right, BNB. I think it's in better shape. This head and shoulders, potential head and shoulders is still valid until buyers are taking out, I think, like 675. Nice to be back above the 200, back above key levels, but still not out of the woods at all. Let's go to the monthly. Nothing crazy. It's still below some key. I mean, until you're above 691, can't be too excited. It's kind of like Bitcoin below 112, 110.5. Got to break a lot of levels, but still overall looking good. Okay, higher lows coming in. The highest low ever was painted on the monthly. And look, what's cool is, though you aren't able to break the top part of this resistance, there's a support resistance, an old all-time high from April 2021 and November 2021. It was tested as resistance. Now it's being bullish engulfing candle last month, and this month they are back testing kind of for the first time. I mean, they did it in December, and you rallied to all-time highs, by the way. But now, a bullish engulfing candle to recapture those key levels, and now confirming what was once resistance as support. So BNB, like, you got some optimism here. Decent price action at a level at least, even though it'd be nice to break 691. If you break 691, I think you're in real good shape for all-time highs again. So it's in the echelon. It's close to XRP and Bitcoin. Maybe just a smidge below in terms of exceptionalism. But then nothing else is like that. Go look through 99+% of cryptos. Nothing looks like that. Let's go to the quarterly. You're going for the second highest quarterly candle in history. Still can't break resistance. You got to do that. 6 month. Going for the second highest bi-yearly candle ever. So again, Bitcoin and XRP in their own league. Then BNB's right there, maybe just a little below it. And then Ethereum and Solana are kind of, okay. Cool story, right?
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Okay, door's been closed. We got 12 minutes and change until history across Bitcoin and XRP, but kind of nothing else. I mean, we can try to look for let's look at total real quick. How's total doing? Is it bull flag? I don't know. Let's look at the monthly here. How's the monthly on total? I like totals. A couple of Hendelman, sure, but let's do it. You know, I like that. You know, you see it here. Right there. I mean, the old all-time high from 2021. They're recapturing it last month, and this month they are regarding it as support. So that's real good. Again, couple with Hendelman, sure, but measure moves higher, and it's really tough to go higher when altcoins just don't. There's no demand. Hopefully, like, we could just pray to God. The algorithms, the bots, the funds, they reallocate and they say, all right, it's time for crypto altcoins to rally here, and maybe total and with Bitcoin, and then that's just wishful thinking. So okay, cool. Back testing resistance as support, kind of for the first time. I mean, they tried it in December and January and then failed, but now recaptured, reconfirming. So I hope that holds. You kind of don't want to own total market cap below 3 trillion. That's kind of what this means. Okay. Quarterly. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, chat. We got history unfolding in less than 11 minutes. It will be the highest quarterly candle close ever on total. So that means we're going for the highest bi-yearly. Yep. Gonna be, last year was the year before, or I'm sorry, last bi-yearly candle and the one before it. We've had history going on 3 bi-yearly candles in a row. 10 minutes till it's confirmed. Nice. You can thank Bitcoin for that. Bitcoin is definitely the reason why that's happening. Oh man, how we doing on lighting in here? It's starting to get darker, so Yeah, just give me a second. This angle for using my mouse pad is not like great. It's really kind of hurting my hand. So I'm just trying to turn up some settings here. Yeah, lots of history, man. All-time highs. All these Mag 7s. Not all of them, but man, like Microsoft, Nvidia, and killed it. Apple finally caught some bids, like some AI news too, and that's what caused Google to moon on Friday near the close. AI news. One sec. Yeah, I'm not sure why I can't change my aperture. Make it a little brighter for now, having to use ISO because I can't get the aperture to work. It's on auto for some reason. Okay, let's shift back. So in the end, now you know, dude, we got history unfolding soon. So I guess we can look at the Mag 7, right? We've looked at a lot already today. Maybe I'll just get that request done before we go too deep, because I've already been live so long. Okay. Hold on. It was ASN. Asana Incorporated. All right. Well, I have data here. It's down in the basement too. It's like an M shape. It's like a bullish bat type 2 in the making. Very good. Very, very good. Potentially. ASAN. Hey, it's G-Dog, man.
G-Dog UK tip $25. Moni weekly / monthly on LSE/PLS. Sup man. My dad is watching. New subscriber. PLS, tell him to stop FOMOing and learn TA. Hide pain. DHX.
What's up, G-Dog Senior? Good to see you. Yeah, thanks for watching. Wow. Well, I don't know. Like, FOMO's crazy because it's like the way one would feel is kind of the opposite of how one should feel. And so, for instance, like this one, like no one is going to be like, it's not like studied charts is going to be like, oh yeah, time to long a SON near all-time lows. But there's a framework that's been studied and researched and refined over 100 years. And it's like predictable patterns, like M shapes. For some reason, there's this phenomenon where M shapes develop. And then you get like reactions off the completion of the M shape, which is crazy right here. And then it's like the reaction occurs, and then the rally doesn't sustain for very long, and then another sell-off, a second test begins of that level, and then you get a second test. And that's the if you get favorable price action at the pattern completion zone of the M shape, you get a form of confirmation. So everyone around the world, market participants, say, okay, first time, no one really knows. The second time, if they test it and it holds successfully, dang man, we have an 88% retrace, 92% retrace from the previous lows. So a little form of accumulation, a little bit more than before owned this asset in March and now June than they did in October last year. Subtle forms of accumulation, forms of confirmation of accumulation, 1 and then 2. And so you're also like you have like a lower risk profile when you're buying like confirmation lows, because there's max upside potential if it plays out. If we really start, you probably want a couple more candles here, but someone could start layering in, and you go up and down here and there a little bit, but this is like the lower end of risk where you can we don't act like we know if this will play out, right? We know you have a good, like your probability increases if you can identify the M shape, the type 2 return, the confirmation low, but it makes it easier to manage risk and have good reward to risk. So if you've fallen below that March 11th low, maybe you cut your losses tight, fast, but if you never get stopped out entering around this completion zone on the type 2 return. And it's almost like you have a form of bullish divergence. This is incredible, actually. This is a real good job. I mean, the low, then the exact same low with a higher level on the relative strength index. This is a form of bullish divergence. Bullish divergence signifies that sellers are exhausted, okay, when the price is diverging from the oscillator. It's there. It's not the craziest looking on the MACD histogram. You could say there's bullish divergence there. But what's cool about the histogram is, look, you're starting to show positive momentum now. So you're on the lower risk side of things no matter what happens. And if you don't get stopped out, your upside potential is really good. And it's like, let me try to just like pull it up here. It's something that doesn't change, okay? It's like a formula that you just continuously utilize. Let me find it real quick, okay? Here it is. Here it is. So the harmonic framework, the M shape, right? What I just plotted from nothing. The M shape, it develops, you get a type 1 reaction. Okay, that reaction occurs, the buying pressure subsides, the sell-off occurs again for a second test. On that second test, you start getting favorable price action. And that's where you're looking for like Japanese candlestick reversals. Can you even see my mouse? Yeah, you can. On that type 2 return, though, you're looking for reversals. You're looking for positive price action correlation to historical levels. And you start seeing rallies develop at the second test. And that's where you can set up entries, tight stop losses, and you know if it does succeed, you're going much higher because you're gonna on second lows on they've been studying double bottoms, like, which is a type 2 return, been studying that for 100 years, and the psychology is first time market participants look at it, it's a higher risk situation, but they say the second time they say, oh well, I feel like it's a less risky, so way more buyers typically come in on the second failed sell-off, the second failed attempt from sellers to push the price lower. Anyway, we can get into like double bottoms, lower lows, higher lows, same low, double bottoms, the lower low double bottoms, like was pictured in this harmonic framework. Lower low double bottoms historically do perform the best for some reason. But anyway, let me... So anyway, that's for... G-Dog Senior, and where were we? What would happen to the... Yeah, here we go. So you get what I'm saying? Like, it's the framework, the M shape, the type 1, the type 2, low risk, high reward opportunity, and then you could target for the gap fill from June 3rd. Unfilled gaps fill, it's another phenomenon. That could just be target 1. Target 2 could just be the old support from 2020. You can have it like 1 and 2. Something like that. Or if you want to be a little more aggressive, you can be the top of the zone there, the candle closing the wick. And then you could have aggressive harmonic targeting, the third target, which would be the C point. Or if you just want to say, forget it, I'm going to be open-minded, I'm just going to have this swing low, swing high reversal point be the third target and just exit, be done with the trade. Like, that is a way to size up the harmonic framework. You got decent context down here because the sellers have been trying and trying and trying for the greater part of 2 years to break 1134. And again, it could go lower. It could even go to 1134 for another test, but you get stopped out. But it's something to monitor. These are just ones you want to monitor, pay attention to. All right. Hopefully that helps everyone watching the stream that is here. Okay. It's not hype in the chat, I know, but it's a great request. A really great request from Oregon JB's dad. But it's really JB himself who found it, and that's what it's all about. Okay, it takes a long time to invest in yourself and to learn this framework, and then it takes a lot more time to start scanning through a bunch of different assets to find it. And just for instance, like, okay, it took a while for ACHR. G-Dog's dad, if you're watching, G-Dog, we had found this one on the type 1 reaction, but then G-Dog stayed diligent, vigilant, and as months went by, literal months went by, G-Dog comes back and says, hey, man, are we going to eat? Because this is the type 2 return of the bullish Gartley. So you have positive price action correlation to a historical level. You have the bullish divergence, right? It is implied that sellers are exhausted on the second low. Easy to set up an entry, a stop loss, and you know your upside potential is maximum here. So it's things like that. And it just takes a lot of work. But now we have a new potential harmonic setup on an uptrend ACHR. So that was the bottom M shape. Now we have a very true, like textbook bullish 5-0 pattern on ACHR, where you've got the 113 shark. We have a 50% retrace from the low point to high point of the C point to D point, 50% once, type 1 reaction, type 2 return. The beauty of the 50% retrace here, the pattern completion zone of the bullish 5-0, you have confluence with, let's look. Oh, look, support from December 2020, May 2021, a resistance from November 2024. You have positive price action correlation to that level. So it's very easy to set up a tight stop loss if things, oh no, the world's falling apart. Things aren't going well for ACHR. Oh, we have a reallocation. The bi-yearly candle's closing. It dumps. All right, you get stopped out with minimal losses because there's a lot of downside if it loses 977. Probably going to $7, $7.40, 200 moving average. Way lower. Deep retrace. But if this is what we are witnessing is a confirmation low at this key support from years ago, upside potential is massive. I mean, you go to retest 1364, and then the conclusion of this trade would be, I think, 1859, which is an old all-time high from February 2021. So you don't see these very often, these bullish 5-0s, but the fact that we're going to type 2 return at the PRZ at key supports, it's easy. Like we're not acting like we know that this is going way higher. We just know that we have a predictable pattern that is completed. It's giving us forms of confirmation. It's correlated to historical inflection points, so we can construct a trading plan optimally. That's all we're doing here every stream. So it could fail. No joke, of course. But you're out with minimal losses. You move on, and you keep doing the same thing, playing the numbers game. All right, so there it is, chat. We have history. Sorry, I went on a little rant there. I really apologize. Missed it. Missed the craziness. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin because we have history. The highest everything ever. Bearish engulfing candle on the daily, unfortunately, failed to break resistance. But forget it, man. Give me a sec. Okay. We got Jesus chimes on Bitcoin. Highest monthly candle close of all time. Highest quarterly candle close of all time by a lot. First quarterly candle close above $100,000 ever. Highest bi-yearly candle ever. Again, first bi-yearly candle above $100,000. Hype in the chat. How can you not be hype here? Just wondering.
Hype in the chat!
Amazing. But just remember, new quarter, new bi-yearly candle. Bots, algos, funds can completely reallocate. What was getting all the love can now begin to close in reverse. Money from one asset that was doing so well can start going into another. So it could just start being like, oh, all of a sudden with Apple had that pivot. It's been underperforming so long. Apple could start catching tremendous amounts of love and capital infusion now to run to the next resistance. Same with Google. Like Google's just been lagging behind. Microsoft, Nvidia, money could just start rotating into those assets or into other assets or sectors. Okay. Sheesh, man. Been a good stream so far. Same thing with XRP. We have history, if you didn't know. Highest, not monthly, second highest monthly candle close ever on XRP. Highest quarterly candle close ever on XRP. There it is. Highest quarterly close ever. I'm telling you, I know this one doesn't have all the data, but I'm just telling you. Yes, it's confirmed. And then the highest bi-yearly candle close ever. So history on XRP and Bitcoin. None of the other cryptos. None of the other cryptos got that going for them. So All right. Let's look at G-Dog's request. I think he had one. Let's see here. It was MONY. All right, lighting's still okay as the sun goes down. Yeah, tomorrow is the first of the month, first best day to join Patreon/Citadel, where you get access to trade setups, my charts, just more access to me, and part of a group of like-minded individuals that truly care about technical analysis, swing trading. But above all, the value you do receive in the Patreon/Citadel, remember, you are supporting a creator who has never accepted a dime from any entity to promote to you in 7.5 years. None of my live streams have ever been monetized on YouTube. Every single day when I'm scheduling the stream, I have to manually click that I will not monetize. Doing that forever since the beginning of my live streaming tenure, again, 7.5 years ago. So that is, like, I think, above the trade setups, above the charts, above the education, Patreon. That's why you support it. You say, we need more of that in this world than people like BitBoy, who's, taking 40 grand from scam coins to promote on all social media, has a media packet for that. That stuff is garbage, and it's an unlimited supply. So you want to have creators that do not sell out, that say, I could take, the height of these manias, getting offered 5 figures to promote bullcrap every time. Went through like 3.5, 4 cycles now, I think. Every time it's like that. So that's why you join the Patreon. And I have a team, that help make things run smoothly behind the stream. So I'm just saying, tomorrow is the first of the month, best time to join. So just letting you know. Here is money, and it just looks ridiculous. Of course, it's a G-Dog request. Anytime G-Dog requests something, it means, wow, we can see everything. Because we all have a hive mind. We all know, okay, we invest in it. It's a type 1 reaction, though. That's what you're getting. So it's phenomenal, right? The long extended downtrend concluding with an M shape. It's the best context for an M shape to be identified. Excuse me, coffee. Hard workout today. But the problem is we are up against a major resistance, 2013, 2016, 2020, clearly 2021, 2022. It's just such a huge resistance, like where we could be concluding the type 1 reaction soon. So you're at the higher risk end of things where it's like, it's a long now, it's crazy. But if we could be blessed enough to receive some sort of pullback, we would be praying to God we could get something like that. Then we get the type 2 return. Maybe we start back testing October 2022's low. That would be the framework. But it's beautiful. 886, 200% retrace, confluence. It's amazing. It's just, the reaction's done very well, but these reactions typically don't last too long. They go to 382s to 618s from highs to lows. So this is at a 38% retrace. You've achieved the golden zone. It would be a lower risk situation to wait for a second test locally. All right, that could take a while though, but incredible. This is like ACHR. Remember? Okay, we've identified it. G-Dog's found it. Okay, and then maybe a few months go by, and we forget about it, and all of a sudden, hey, bro, are we about to eat? And it becomes an ACHR. So it's one to put on the watch list to wait for. It's going to take time, lots of time, for us to ever get a type 2 return here. But if we get it, it could be an impeccable setup. And typically what happens in type 2 returns that are successful, you get this. Cycle reversals. Beautiful. All right, we're in 4K here in the penthouse, man. We got some pretty good music playing, some saxophone, I think I hear. I don't know, chat. Anon. Yes, we'll look at Clean Spark. possible Garlow type 2. Thank you, Anon. Yes, we will look at it right now. Hype and Shepherd G-Dog, once again. Money. Okay, let's see here. Pull it up. Clean Spark, a Bitcoin miner. You're right. Dude, it looks incredible. I don't do any work. You got the type. It's like, wow, it's such an educational stream with the requests, because it's like what we're talking about, the type 1 reaction. What a reaction. We're going to, nope. It concluded, and a second test had to occur at a key level. By the way, it's extremely important level. You can see the significance of holding this level or not. And they did it. The sellers took it down and they recaptured immediately. And now look at you. You got these higher lows here. So it's like it is. It is certainly like you have some sort of type 2 return on CleanSpark. Can't believe it, right? There you go. Is that not the framework, chat? I really like locally. There's so much demand on CleanSpark that sellers, it's like MicroStrategy locally, but it's the fact that we know 771, 709 is the major inflection point. They've already tested it, correlated it there. There's too much demand now. The sellers are unable to even go test that level once and twice, and now you're breaking above the 200 moving average. There are a couple unfilled gaps, so, and the issue with this one is now you're separated from the best entry. The best entry is always as close to that pattern completion zone, as close to the inflection points as possible. So the best time to be requesting this is in April all the way to May, because then it's like, yeah, man, good price action correlation to levels. You're above it, recaptured, reconfirmed it as support, and now you're just separating. It's like how do you manage risk literally right now? It's hard to be like, time to take a fresh long on CleanSpark, because how do you set your stop loss up? Yeah, you can't set it up below 709. That makes sense. There's not enough upside potential either. If you were longing at 773, your upside potential, given enough time, would be 80%. Now it's like you're in the middle of two levels where that might be the first profit taking level. You get 23% upside now. Upside's not as much now, and what if they go to fill the gaps in the coming days? Just to, because we have like a new quarter, a new bi-yearly candle, they might reverse things and fill those gaps, and then we pivot and we run later. The closer you are to $7, $7.71, the easier it is to manage risk. Okay, but yeah, not taking it away from you. You have an M shape, type 1, type 2. So this is where you could take things to $26 given enough time. Yeah, here you go. Think about this low, higher low, here's a higher low, another higher low, and these two lows, higher or the same as this low, and all three of these lows are higher than this low, so there's still more than before on CleanSpark. Oh my God, man. I've been live now for an hour, 8 minutes, but I feel like I've been going. Jeez. One sec. Okay. Anyway. Wow. Well, I think we've covered some good ground here. I don't know if people are still hanging around. We still got 559 here. We're close to 300 likes. Maybe we could do that. 300 likes, chat. A bit rate is higher than 50,000 bit rate right now. Do y'all even comprehend how many bits that is for a live stream? Dude, majority of the time of me live streaming, forever, it's been like 4 to 5, 6, 7,000 for 7+ years. In order to stream in 4K, it's got to be between 40 and 50,000. It's ridiculous. So anyway, you can look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour, and we are still holding. Sellers have not been able to take out this swing low here. So good start to the new day, but there's just a lot of work, man. There's just so many levels of resistance the buyers need to breach before we can get real comfortable on Bitcoin, okay? History chat. Sorry, I've been literally all in on charts today. So, it's been tough to look at chat because of me just doing charts. Whew. So JK, Lakinos. Okay, I guess we're good, man. What's up, AGU? I don't know if most analysts are based in the U.S. I think they're global, man. Global analysts. But all right, yeah. So history, we've done it. I really appreciate everyone coming out. We just have a lot to do. If we want our favorite asset in the entire world to go into price discovery for the first time in 13 years, if not hit ever, because I don't have the data from the last 2 years, the first 2 years of Bitcoin's creation, I don't know, or I don't think it matters because it was such an immature asset back then. But we've never gone into price discovery in July, okay, ever, meaning like we break into all-time high territory and then we go like we did in November. We haven't done it. I hope we do. But it's just something to think about. Something that's cool about the index or the S&P 500. In the past 10 years, we have never seen a negative return in July. That is the Standard & Poor's 500. Never. 10 years. So that's incredible seasonality. It would be improbable, historically speaking, to have a negative July. So let's see if history repeats itself for the 11th year in a row. I hope so. I hope we just get reallocation. The laggards like Tesla and Google, a little bit of Amazon. Hopefully they catch up on the new quarter, on the new bi-yearly candle. So thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Great stream. Let's see how things go. Such a special day. And I will just be back. So thanks again for everything. Until next time, respect the TA.
Thank you.